When I look at everything that's happening right now, they're being forced, traditional finance, fiat, all of it, they're being forced to play our game, is all there is to it. There's going to be a lot of confusion. This is going to be very messy. No one ever thought this was going to be very simple. And just like the individual, when they come into this space and they get all excited and they go out and they buy a bunch of this coin, that coin, and they really don't even understand what it's all about. You see that then happen at an organizational level. And now you're literally watching it happen at a nation state level. And it shouldn't surprise anybody, because at the very top of a nation is a leader and a person who's calling the shots, and their whole staff is falling in underneath of them, and they're propagating these messages. And so sometimes you see in El Salvador where somebody just kind of gets it right out of the gate. They're orange pilled. They understand why Bitcoin's very different, and you get that leadership that's all underneath of that. And you saw that, in style. You saw this also with MicroStrategy, with Michael coming in, and he's a hardcore Bitcoiner. The only thing he buys is Bitcoin. You might see that approach. You might not see that approach. I would argue in the US, where we came from in the past administration and what they were trying to do with a crypto army to defeat it and put all these things in place. I mean, Gary Gensler was a puppet, trying everything to stop the SAB 121 as an example. All of those things, they're all being reversed and turned inside out. And so as I'm looking at this, why am I bullish? Well, I'm bullish because they're being forced to play our game. And when I look at like SAB 121, all these banks, they're going to come into this hardcore. They're going to come into this. Okay. And if you think you're going to turn that off after 4 years, after they get totally ingrained into this ecosystem, you're totally kidding yourself. Now, are there going to be a lot of mistakes? Well, I hope not. I'm trying to do everything I can, writing different articles talking about rehypothecation and the risks that are associated with that being pulled back and whatnot. But we got to try the best we can, and it's an education burden. And I'm super, holy crap, am I bullish going into this year? But I also want to take all the lessons we've learned for the past decade and a half and try to apply that and try to teach people the best we can, so that we don't keep repeating the same mistakes. And my God, there's a lot of mistakes that we've made or seen in the past that I think we can learn from.
Today's Bullish Bit was brought to you by CoinKite, makers of the Cold Card Q, my personal choice for securing my Bitcoin and self-custody. You can check them out by scanning the QR code or clicking the link in the show notes down below.